still look, I'm gonna be on my tippy toes. I have a shirt on. Hey guys, what's going on? Thankfully, I am feeling so much better. If you've seen some of my our lives this past week, I've had an ice pack and a swollen face. The swelling has gone down, and I just needed to, get dressed up and just feel good because I want to, right? And that's the thing. Society has put so many lies on us about what we should do or what things need to be like, or you've got to do it this way, or it has to be this way, or if it's not this way, then it's wrong, or right, all of the stories of what we've told ourselves, what we've been told with the societal conditioning through our school systems, through the education, well, school is education, through our church, through our parents and our parents' traumas and what they had to go through and how it was put on us. Like we were not trauma and they were not trauma informed like a lot of parents are today, thank goodness. So working through that stuff and building a business, most of the time not even realizing that that's the stuff. Like you're trying to get clients and build this audience and get more visibility and really show up powerfully and all of the things, like not realizing that, oh, when your dad said this, that created a story in you, and now it's creating this subconscious pattern that is dictating your whole life, right? So how do you work through that?
Yeah, so this is the thing. This is what this is all about. This live is about to help you discover some of these societal norms or stories or things where your parents said, I know my grandma used to say, like, you got to work hard for money. And that has kept me working hard and not creating leverage, not creating teams, not creating more, exposure in this, because I needed to work hard. I needed to constantly be hustling. And these type of things are keeping you from making the impact that you are actually here for. So it's like, one of the things is like, being a influencer and being an impact in the world and making this ripple effect like you're out for is disruptive. It is, you are going to show up. Sometimes you're going to piss some people off. And so if your parents told you that you needed to be a good kid, or you needed to behave, or you needed to you need to listen and not speak, or these type of things,
or that you were bad. Like I was told I was bad. I was a bad kid, right? And so whatever it was, if you're a good kid or if you're a bad kid, whatever that is that your parents told you, right, that has a hindrance. Our brains just tell ourselves something. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, those things. So how can you really make the impact that you want to and you're committed to in the world if you have this story subconsciously running in the background that's telling you the opposite? And so you can't show up if you are told to be quiet and just let the adults speak, right? Because how are you supposed to find, when do you know you're an adult? A lot of us are running around still thinking we're kids. And so
3-year-olds running the show.
Yeah. And it's like, how are you supposed to actually make this impact and make this difference and do all these things if you have these things in the background? So actually next week, Tuesday, 1 p.m., we're going to be working with everyone here to clear this crap out of the way so you can really make the impact. Now, on this call or on this live, we want to help discover it. So I'm going to drop the link so you can register it. So we thought about this as we could charge easily, $297 or $497, or this could be a whole program in its own, right?
We're literally going to be sharing some of our modalities that we've personally created throughout the years as we've gone through our own transformation and healing and within different things. So definitely we're maybe a little crazy here, and you know what? This is for us as a collective, right? I've literally been feeling more and more and more that it's time to really create something big in the world. It's not just about you. It's not just about me. It's not just about Chad, right? It's about us collectively coming together and coming in our gifts. There's some of you who are really, really good at seeing people's potential and how you walk people through into that potential. And that's amazing for you. There's other coaches here that leadership is just your thing. Like you walk people through to have this confidence level within themselves so that they can achieve more in their life. Right. So all of us combined together is what's going to make this collective shift. And we get to be unstoppable so that we can hold that space for our clients. That's why we're doing this for free. I want you guys to go out there and be powerful because I believe it's not going to be us that transforms the world. It's not going to be you that transforms the world. It's going to be together collectively, right? So Tuesday, August 30th, 1 p.m., we're going to be going through a lot of these blind spots and really like you said, let's walk through how do we discover what those blind spots are. So on Tuesday when you come, we're coming prepared because we're taking action on this call. This event is going to have some somatics. It's going to have a lot of releasing. Like it is an interactive thing that you guys do not want to miss. So how can we start discovering some of these societal things that we have in these
so it's like, what are the stories that you've heard growing up that are actually that still kind of run the show, right? The things that are you're like, well, money's hard. Like, oh, one of them. This is a story, and we'll just start kind of throwing some out here.
Maybe relate, maybe.
Yeah, is like, okay, so if you. It's okay if we don't have a lot of money. It's as long as we have love or we are happy, like those type of things, right? If you heard those type of things, how are you supposed to make any money? And this is the thing is like it's hard to make a lot of impact if you have subconscious blocks of making money because that for your energy, right? Like for your energetics of making money, like to make the money, to make the impact, you need the compensation, right? You need, if you're just giving and not getting anything back energetically, you're going to be depleted. And that might be why if you are depleted, if you feel like
it's all the blind spots, right?
Right.
These really are the blind spots. I actually did a reel today, so I've been doing reels. Any of you guys start doing those yet? Those are fun. But I did a reel today about the alpha, feminine, independent woman mentality, and I've been using some of these tools and releasing that. Why? Not that it's like I'm not going to be like, it's great to be strong and this divine masculine, but I'm also want to let go of this mentality that I have to do everything on my own. I'm going to be alone and on my own, and I'm going to do it, whatever it takes. I'm going to fight through. And right, all of those are even limiting. I don't want to use limiting, but all of those are stories that keep us small from really living in our full potential, because the truth is, if you're out to do anything big in the world, it's going to take being supported. And if you don't feel like you can be supported, and it's safe to be supported, when it comes, you may get a client here or there, or maybe it's inconsistent, but in the long run, putting systems and stuff together are going to be very challenging for you. And putting a team together is going to be another challenge for you, because you have this. And when I say you, this is something for me that I've gone through as well too, right? Like literally in the midst, when I'm stepping up and I'm speaking this powerfully out into the world, right? That's how this has been for me as well, as being safe to have that support of having a team to be able to grow, to go out there and do big things in the world. That stuff can hold you back. So there's so many different blind spots, stories of all types of different things. And it's the things that we wouldn't even think about, right? And a lot of times these things with blind spots, they come right at us, and we're like, oh, I didn't even think about when my mom was talking to me about how she wanted me to be good at the holiday dinner, even when my uncle is the creepy uncle, right? He wanted to take me out into he was weird. I didn't like my uncle. had to like buckle up and just be nice to my uncle. Right? And I didn't realize at the time or throughout the rest of my life until I started working through this stuff how it was holding me back of being people pleasing to everybody. And regardless of how I felt, not honoring myself because I was taught that to get love and to be safe, I had to hold this stuff, right? And we all have this junk. That's why I'm sharing mine to inspire you to, it's okay. It's okay to have junk. Now, how do we remove it? And not just like years of therapy, working through stuff and oh, well, this and this and this. And then we get caught and hooked into all of the junk, right? And the more you, what is it that like energy grows where your focus goes? So if we're focusing on all of the junk, then that just becomes this whole thing and we come into this perpetual state of healing, right? When we can just release, there's a way that you can just start releasing this stuff out of your nervous system. You're really reprogramming somatically in your brain and using some tools, kind of biohacking the process to clear this stuff out and be able to create a whole new way of being, a whole new paradigm and identity of shift that you're stepping into. That's what we're talking about here.
Yeah, and so it's
somebody's
not
comment.
just replacing or releasing the stuff, but it's like putting the new thing in place. What can we actually put into the space, right? Because when you start ripping this crap out from the roots, these stories, we need to put in new stories that are empowering and that are actually serving you to make the impact that you're out to make, right? And so, and then what's the system? What's the process? What's the framework that we need to actually install so that that can actually be powering? That's what we're going to be doing on Tuesday. So excited. It's going to be super powerful.
And my invitation for you is, as we were talking today, if anything came up for you, like, yes, I had that too. Oh my gosh, this, yes. Like,
right.
Take your paper, like your phone, maybe you have Keep or Notes or Evernote, whatever that thing is for you, start writing them out. Like, and even through this weekend as they come up, like as they come up, like just write it down. We don't have to be in them, right? I don't want you to get stuck in this. We're just writing it down simple, like, okay, yep, this came up. All right, now I'm going to go be with my family and have fun. Like, do not dwell in this stuff. Just write it down. So on Tuesday, we can take it and let's clear some of this stuff out for you.
Yeah, so I dropped a link. It's only going to show up on some platforms. So if you need the link to register for Tuesday, drop a me below and I'll make sure to get you the link so you can register. If you see the link, just smash it and put your information in. And we have some pre-training to take a look at. We actually have 2 other videos similar to this, and then obviously some stuff to give you an idea of our the marketing end of it and what else we do with your energetics and systems and processes and all that good stuff. So hopefully this was helpful. I'm super excited to see you on Tuesday. Awesome, Paul. Super excited to have you and pumped to see what you discover.
Absolutely. All right, talk soon, guys.